Hey there, welcome to another video. Now, many of you probably play either Duke's Towers of Hell or tiered obbies. However, there are many other obby genres that you might not have heard of. And while all of them have the same basic premise, they approach things a very different way. In this video, I'm going to discuss some of the hidden and forgotten obby genres. The first game I'd like to talk about is one that many of you have probably heard of, and that's Flood Escape 2. It was created by Crazy Blocks a few years ago, and it's received constant updates since then. It spawned a bunch of communities around really hard maps. Now, the main premise of Flood Escape 2 is collecting buttons, traversing zip lines, and generally speedrunning to avoid rising lava. There are many themed maps. Now, there isn't much techie or strat-based or particularly difficult tiered obby gameplay, but much of the gameplay is extremely precise and requires you to be careful with your movements to avoid falling off, walking off, or something similar. The physics are a bit different to normal obbies, but it's very fun once you get used to it. I'd highly recommend giving it a try if you're bored. There's also spin-off games like Tria.os, which are much harder than the main game. Now, the second genre I'd like to talk about are automatic round-based obby games like Obby King. Now, you've probably played these before, but they're less well known than Flood Escape 2, mainly because they're a lot easier in difficulty. They're still themed maps, but the premise is that you have to be at the end first, and so many people are eliminated each round until there is one winner. These games are a bit easier and have a lot more basic jumps, and also uses normal physics. There's no crazy mix-up like Flood Escape 2. However, it's a fun game to play with friends. I wouldn't recommend playing it in a public server because you may end up waiting 15, 20 or more minutes for a chance to compete. There are also spin-off games as well, which are more hard and focus on tiered obby gameplay. You can find those as well if you want a challenge. Now, the last genre I'm going to talk about in this video is Roblox Ninja Warrior, and this is my favourite forgotten obby genre. It's where I started with obbies back in 2017, and it's also where a lot of other famous obbyists started their journeys, such as Cloy and Logan ISL. Roblox Ninja Warrior is themed around the TV show Sasuke, or if you live in America, American Ninja Warrior. They typically have 4 stages, and failing one will cause you to go back to the start and have to try again. The obstacles in Roblox Ninja Warrior games are far more unique than any other obby game has. They're all themed around the obstacles in the TV shows, so many people have come up with creative ways to mimic them. You can see just some of the creative obstacles in this video. Now, if you were a JTO builder, you could take inspiration from these games for your client objects, and that would make your towers extremely unique. Wink wink. Now, there are 2 different types of Ninja Warrior games. There's the auto ones and the hosted ones. Hosted competitions usually only give you one chance to compete. You get to practice, but that's it. The host will call you in one at a time, and then you get your shot at the course. These competitions are usually uploaded to YouTube, such as Ninja Warrior of Roblox and Blue Ninja Warrior. And these competitions are usually harder than the auto games, which run on scripts and allow you to try as many times as you want and achieve total victory, which is completing all 4 stages over and over again. Some examples include Ninja Warrior Rewind. I'd highly recommend giving Roblox Ninja Warrior a try, as it's very different to normal obbies, and I'm sure you'll have lots of fun with it, and it may also give you some ideas for your own obby building. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed them, make sure to like and subscribe. It motivates me to make more videos, and it means a lot. Thank you very much, and have a great day.